I'd had done my fair share of fighting. So I was like, cool, this is awesome. So I did it. And then they told me that they had competitions and stuff. So I went and did a competition about 7 or 8 weeks after I started. And I got absolutely smashed. And I was like, man, this is fun. I'm going to do this. And so I started competing. I got smashed at my first 40 fights. I lost my first 40, that's 40 fights without scoring a single point. And then I started winning, and in this time, I realized that they had national championships and stuff for wrestling. So I told people that I was going to be a national champion, and it took me a long
Did everybody
time.
doubt you?
Yeah, so pretty much nobody believed that I'd be able to do it. My mom was kind of like, "Yeah, you can do it," but I don't know how much of that was actually that she believed me or that she had to because she's my mom. Nah,
Right,
I
right.
mean,
She just wants to
yeah, but
support you.
to be honest, I think she probably did believe it because I'm pretty stubborn and I've always been crazy, man. I've always done the craziest stuff with my brothers. I've always been the first person to jump off high places or
I was
ride
actually just going to
sleds
ask you
down
because
hills and
I think
stuff like that.
I had heard a story you were telling about cliff diving,
Oh,
and I was like, damn, that's pretty wild because I've done a lot of cliff diving in my life, and when you cliff dive, you have to clear a certain amount to get beyond whatever rocks you can see below. So it's always risky no matter what. But if you had to blindfold yourself and then do it, I mean that's a substantially greater risk that you're taking on when you do it. But you did that, and I assume many other things that are that are high risk,
oh
all
yeah.
growing up.
My philosophy when I told you when I get to the end of my life, I don't want to be lying on my deathbed and be like, man, I regret not doing something. Um,
Yeah.
my question to myself, whenever something crazy like that comes up, is at the end of my life, if for some reason I have a flashback and I think to myself, man, and then I'm like, man, I wish I'd done that. Then I'm like, I should do it because, man, I don't know what's gonna come after this. Like, I don't know whether I'm only gonna get one shot. I don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah.
after I die. So I don't want to get to the end and be like, man, I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done this. So whenever an opportunity comes up and I'm like, if I get to the end of my life and I'm gonna regret not doing it, then I'm gonna give it a crack.
So
Um,